back with another Minecraft Let's Play. We're here with the boys. What's our goal for us today?
Find diamonds.
Find diamonds?
Screw everything else.
Let's go to the nether.
No,
Yes.
you can't get diamonds in the nether.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, seriously though, who all watched? Did you ever watch all the games this weekend?
I sure did.
I did.
I watched.
No, I'm sorry, I didn't. I did not watch the Packer game.
I watched about half of the Niners Vikings game. I didn't
miss much.
I was working, so I was watching it in like segments at people's houses, and the last couple people were all football fans. First one was a Vikings fan, then they were San Francisco fans, and then they were Cowboys fans, and they were watching it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Poor Cowboy fans.
In the first half, I was at the house of the Minnesota guy, and he was pretty hyped. And in the second half, I went to the 49ers guy's house,
even more
and he
hyped.
was pretty hyped. And the last guy didn't really care that much.
Like, it's on TV, whatever. Nice. Well, let's start with the 49ers game. So,
Yeah.
Vikings, not a good playoff team.
I mean,
Can beat the Saints, can't beat the 49ers.
Well,
This
Michael
is more about the
Thomas,
Saints than the Vikings, I think.
Michael Thomas should shut his mouth, though, because, I mean, he did
what a
get
dot.
Okay, I was kind of pissed off about Michael Thomas's comments. Like, don't get me wrong, I wasn't salty or anything. Like,
No, I wasn't.
but I just thought
bro,
he didn't really have the room.
chill.
He didn't really have the room to talk.
Exactly.
In my opinion,
bro, they
like,
still beat you fair and square. Back off.
Yeah. I mean, the Vikings came into the Vikings came into the postseason, and I know a lot of people weren't very high on them just because they kind of limped in. I just still don't know how they beat the Saints.
I predicted the Saints to win that game. We all predicted the Saints to beat the Vikings.
Yeah.
In the wild card.
I don't think there was a single, like, watching like ESPN, Fox Sports. I didn't see a single soul that picked Minnesota.
It was like 5%, like, the whole time.
But they won, and then got killed by the Niners.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, destroyed. They looked good the first quarter.
They did look good the first quarter.
It was just like the Eagles game a few years ago. They looked good in the first quarter, and then they just collapsed.
Hey, the first quarter.
Because Stephon Diggs' touchdown catch was a pretty nice touchdown.
Yeah, that was.
It's a good start, not great ending.
Well, I definitely think the Niners made the right move of benching their guy that was actually covering Diggs during that play and putting on their guy that's filled in for him while he was injured, because he's been playing phenomenally.
Right.
How does this? Do you think this affects the Vikings' plan for next year at all?
Oh hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
This was it. They said, and I agree with this. This was the Vikings ceiling. Like, that was kind of just where they'll never get the Super Bowl with this team.
Yeah.
You know, like, and they just don't have the cap to do it anymore. Like, this was kind of the last hurrah for all the veterans.
So is it knockdown and rebuild time?
Oh, 100%.
I think they
Vikings have the
started.
lowest cap space out of any team in the NFL, and we have another $36 million invested into Kirk Cousins for the last year of his contract that he's getting paid no matter what. So, I mean...
That sounds like it's going to be a fun game show. Welcome back to Who Wants Kirk Cousins?
Hell yeah.
No one's racing.
Nobody.
Around.
Patriots want Kirk Cousins?
No? Probably not.
Maybe.
Do the Dolphins want Kirk Cousins?
I could see the Patriots going after like Marcus Mariota before they go after.
Do the Redskins?
I heard
Do the Redskins want Kirk Cousins?
I heard Bill Belichick's very high on Andy Dalton.
I would be so happy.
Stop.
No, I'm serious.
That
I
would
saw a
make my
report Bill
entire
Belichick
year.
would be interested in Andy Dalton if he is free agency.
That'd make my entire year.
That would be crazy.
As a bridge quarterback, though, not like a franchise.
Well, obviously.
Bill Belichick trades for Andy Dalton and then steps down.
There you
Yeah.
go.
God.
Be a greatest last move.
Yep.
But the cleat game was strong at that 49ers game. I'd say the Vikings won the cleat game.
Vikings are probably the best team in their cleat game, mainly because of Stephon Diggs.
I don't know, because the Eagles have a very strong cleat game.
Yeah,
as well.
they do.
But
I didn't look at their shoes.
oh well, I
I
did.
saw Diggs.
So Diggs, Irv Smith Senior, Junior. Harrison Smith had some cool ones. Xavier Rhodes had some cool ones.
Even though he's ass.
Who's your other safety?
Anthony Harris.
Anthony Harris had some cool ones. They all had a lot, and then one of your not Bradbury, the guy next to one of them had cool cleats, but the only guy that had cool cleats on the 49ers was Nick Bosa, and he had the rock cleats, which is cool. Dwayne Johnson, but I mean, still, I don't think that's enough to win it over. But that was the best thing about the Vikings game was seeing the cleats.
It really was.
Titans beat the Ravens as I
Picked them
predicted,
to win.
just as I said would happen.
The Ravens would
The only guy
collapsed.
that did good is Lamar Jackson. Yeah. He should not be getting the shit that he was getting. He's the only guy that played on that game.
Well, I wouldn't say Lamar Jackson played that great.
He played better than anybody else on the team.
Right, which isn't saying much because the whole team played like ass.
But I mean,
Except for Justin Tucker.
Like,
Lamar was not great again that game.
he still had 300 yards passing
that's
and like
right.
another
That's
90
what-
yards rushing.
That's what happens when you throw it 50 plus times a game and you get it in garbage time. That's what's going to happen. You're going to get Kirk Cousins numbers. And he's going to naturally get 90 yards because he's Lamar Jackson. He did not play good. Tennessee had a game plan for him. They put pressure on him. They forced him to throw the football. And look what happens when you force him to throw the football. No, I still love Lamar Jackson. But he's not at that stage yet where he can throw it 50. Because he threw it 59 times?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Insane. He's probably never done that in his high school, college, or NFL career.
No.
He's not at that stage. I don't know if he'll ever be at that stage to do that. I think he's at ceiling. He's like a 30. If he throws it 30 times a game, that's still whoa. But he did not play good. I think what was his completion percentage? 50-some%. What was his QBR?
His QBR was 68.
Yeah,
I
that's
looked it up.
not
No,
good.
that's not good.
That just goes into, you have to look into it deeper than the numbers. If you look into just the numbers, yeah, it was great. But then you look at his 50% completion percentage, his 68 QBR, and then it's just not a very good showing for the MVP. And it sucks because I'm hoping he's not this guy who turns into the guy who can't perform in the playoffs, like Peyton Manning or Phillip Rivers. I really don't want him to become that guy, but I mean that's 2 playoff starts and 2 bad playoff starts at that.
I just think it's the MVP curse.
I don't know. I think it's a lot what Noah's saying. The 59. There's no way Lamar Jackson has gotten close to 59.
Oh gosh, no.
No, and for some veteran quarterbacks, that's achievable. If you told me Tom Brady do 59 pass attempts in a game, I'd be like, okay.
Early
Aaron
years,
Rodgers
yeah.
do 59 pass
Yeah,
attempts in a
exactly.
game, okay. But Lamar
Yeah,
Jackson.
no, Lamar is just not a guy who can do I think who can do that.
No.
Lamar can throw it 30 times a game. Sure, he can throw for 200, 250 yards. Awesome. In all fairness, he hasn't needed to use his arm as much as they need him to, which is totally fine. It's work. You got to do what works, but
Yeah.
that's just something they need to work on for next year. He needs to work on being just a better pure passer.
Yeah.
Because then there's going to be situations where you're going to have to throw that many times a game. I don't want to say the moment looked too big for him, but I think Baltimore looked like a team going into that game that they felt like they already had it. They just thought Lamar was just gonna do his thing. Tennessee was gonna back down, and that just never happened. And they were just shocked.
Derrick Henry's good.
Derrick,
Yeah, the dude's a beast.
I remember
insanely good.
I remember Derrick Henry's first year. It was is he good? Because he's had 2 really good games and had
right, he was
Yeah, I
sharing
remember.
stats with DeMarco Murray, and I was just okay, yeah. I was saying is he good? Is he a B plus?
Well, because he had a couple really awful games, but then he had a couple almost 200-yard games.
Right, and then same when he got the full-time starting job, it's he had bad games, and there's he had 200 and some yards against the Jaguars, and now he's the rushing king. And
he ran for 46 yards on 30 attempts. I'm not going to start him next week in fantasy. Oh, he had 250 yards and 3 touchdowns. Yeah, okay.
yeah, that sucks. Yeah, exactly. But he's been on an absolute tear. And it's crazy because I don't know if I've seen a running back of that size have that quick of it, not so much quick of it, but have that breakaway speed that he does. It takes him a little bit to get going.
Yeah,
But
he's fast.
He's fast for his size, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the biggest thing is he can break the first 2 tackles.
Yeah,
when he's in
exactly.
that open space, he can try to.
Yeah, Derrick Henry's never going to be the guy that's going to be let's just give it to him for a 70-yard dash touchdown. But he's going to get you 20 yards of just plowing people over.
Yeah, he's had
getting
an
a break.
80-yard. He's had an 80-yard running touchdown.
Well, yeah, no,
in the season.
obviously he has. He had a 99-yard touchdown. But I'm just saying that's not the running back he is. Obviously, every player has their moment, I guess. But whatever.
Right.
But that's just not the style of running back he is. But that's what's been wearing out teams like the Patriots, teams like the Ravens. They're just getting worn out. Their defense are getting beat up by this physical running back, and everyone's like, "Oh, Ryan Tannehill's been playing that good." He hasn't needed to. Derrick Henry's just been the star for him.
Yeah.
And what has Ryan Tannehill not been doing? Turning the ball over.
He's playing
And
safe.
He's playing safe. And honestly, I'd rather have my quarterback play safe than... I don't know. I like a safe quarterback, especially when something else is working for you. I have no issue with how Tannehill's playing.
It's exactly what Bridgewater did when Breeze was hurt.
Exactly. Play safe. Don't turn the ball over. And that's exactly what he did. And now he just won himself a job. Derrick Henry's going to get paid soon if he keeps this up.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if he can win a Super Bowl. Holy crap.
Right.
Well, if they win a Super Bowl, Ryan Tannehill's getting a payday.
Yeah, he is.
Did you guys see the joke about Earl Thomas talking shit about the Patriots?
Yeah, he's like,
said
too scared to go after him.
They weren't interested in tackling Derrick Henry.
Yeah, and then meanwhile, Earl Thomas has his back, like Derrick Henry's really pushing his back away from him.
Yeah.
Ooh,
he lost his helmet.
Travis
But
Etienne's really good too.
Yeah, that was a game. But I think the bigger surprise, I know I wasn't surprised by the Titans winning, because I predicted them to win. But probably the bigger surprise of the weekend was Houston choking as bad as they did.
Well, yeah. I remember, I didn't watch the beginning of the games, and I'm like, oh, it started, and I looked at the score, and then like 10 minutes later, I looked up, it was like 21-0. Holy shit. And I remember in the group chat, I'm like, I guess the Texans are playing next weekend, but KC was the better team.
Right? Yeah. You know what's crazy? Houston was up 24-0. Kansas City came back in one quarter, and they still covered the spread. Tennessee was a 10-point favorite, Kansas City was a 10-point favorite. You could have took the over, you still would have won the bet, even though they were down 24-0. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is why this is why I'm picking Kansas City to win the Super Bowl. Why I said it a few weeks ago, because what Patrick Mahomes can do is unlike. Ooh, he got rocked. Patrick Mahomes can do this as good as any Q. Just watch him. Just watch him play football. It's just like they're just so quick. They're so efficient. They can turn that switch on so quick. The only thing that really killed Kansas City early in that game was drop pass, like just miscues, like drop passes and special team mistakes.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm sure they would have been up early in that game too. But Patrick Mahomes is insanely good. Insanely good. Yeah. You can never count yourself out. If you even give Patrick Mahomes a little bit of a chance, it's game over. He was insanely good. To be able to rally a team like that, to be able to look as good. I mean, I don't really have to go deep into the details, but he led his team back from 21-0, and he had 4 touchdown passes in one quarter. That says for itself.
Yeah.
What happened was, you know when you tip the ketchup bottle over and just water comes out?
Yeah.
That was the first quarter for Patrick Mahomes.
That's actually gross.
But then...
I know exactly what you mean.
Then he squeezed the ketchup bottle, and it was straight
51
ketchup.
points.
Yeah, well, imagine 41 unanswered points. Holy crap.
Yeah, first team ever to go down 20 or more in a game and then win the same game 20 or more. Which that's just crazy to me.
Yeah, it's disappointing as a Broncos fan. But I guess if it's gonna happen, it might as well be Patrick Mahomes, who everybody thinks is the future anyways, you know?
Well, he is the future. What do you mean think? He is.
I hope not.
Duncan's just hoping Horsecock Lock. Horsecock Lock.
What the actual fuck did you just call him?
They actually made t-shirts and stuff for that.
Where?
You can find Horsecock Lock t-shirts.
What are you Googling?
Why?
I didn't Google it.
Brendon just sitting there
No. A friend of mine got it.
I mean, like, it
He's
makes...
like, and then he sees you like, this is interesting, what's this?
No, a friend of mine actually got it on a hoodie. Horsecock Lock.
So now that we know that what Brendon is searching,
I didn't search it. I didn't search it. I actually heard it from a friend.
Who was searching it?
Yeah.
My friend, his name
Well,
Chris.
needless to say, I'm not going to call Drew Lock that, but...
I will not be either.
I will not. I do like Drew Lock. I think he's going to be good. Therefore, I'm going to give him the respect. Not call him...
Cock Lock.
Nope.
No.
That's
I'm a
If we're
Broncos
calling,
fan,
if
and
we're
I've
calling
never
Will
heard
Lutz
that.
Big Nuts Lutz, we can call Drew Lock Horsecock
No,
Lock.
but Big Nuts Lutz is so much... Horse Cock Lock?
Yeah,
What the
that's
hell?
a different level.
That's weird.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to call him Cocklock or something, like
Or
that's a little bit different.
Or like,
why do you have
like
the horse?
big Cock Lock?
Yeah, Big Cocklock.
Big
Why does it have to
Cocklock.
be Horse Cocklock?
I mean, I get he played with the Broncos.
Yeah,
Doesn't mean you have
but
to call
like-
him Horse Cock. That's weird.
No, but seriously, there's a shirt.
Yeah,
My
but
friend
why?
has it.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't...
know.
There's no reason for that.
Like Big Cocklock would make a lot. Like it would make it still funny, but not as weird.
It's just like big dick energy. It's not weird. It's just big dick energy.
But horsecock energy would be weird.
Yes, exactly. That is not.
Hey.
That's no bueno.
Hey, stop distrusting in horsepower, guys.
Stop.
Oh my
Stop.
god.
Stop.
So the Packers won yesterday.
Yeah.
That was a good game.
And a bad game.
No, it was a first down. Refs did nothing wrong.
The refs called it right. It was a first down.
It was.
The refs were making bad calls, bad spots all night. They were doing the same for the Houston game.
It was
Okay,
mostly in
matter.
Houston's favor, though.
That's true. That's true.
Aaron Rodgers proved he can still win it.
True. I agree.
He
I
threw
guess.
back-to-back third-down completions.
Yeah,
Both of them were not called by Matt LaFleur. Both of them were...
Aaron Rodgers called.
Aaron Rodgers said in interviews, he
Yeah,
said this is going to be his best chance to win another Super Bowl, so he said he's going to do whatever it takes to win. And I don't like to bet against Aaron Rodgers because most of the time you pay for it.
That's why I've been on the Packers bandwagon all year as a Vikings fan.
Yeah.
I said the Packers were the best team in the division.
They are.
I did say that they weren't for a while. I will stand by that. But obviously now the
Said it was
Packers
the
are winning in the
Lions.
Super Bowl. So, yeah. So forget Packers being the best team in their division. They just might be the best team in the NFL if they win the Super Bowl. So I apologize to every Green Bay listener who I ripped to shreds. Green Bay is a good team.
Green Bay won't win the Super Bowl, though, if the Titans make it.
I don't know. Never bet against Aaron Rodgers.
No, I think the Packers would win if the Titans made it. But I think if the Chiefs made it, the Chiefs would win.
Yeah, because unlike
But then
Lamar
again,
Jackson, Aaron Rodgers can throw 59 passes a game.
Right.
Then again, Kansas City's got a really bad offensive line. They probably got the worst offensive line remaining in the playoffs.
Good. Well,
The Packers are gonna fucking kill them.
Yeah, it's probably a fact.
good. That's why I said it's gonna be a Mahomes Rodgers shootout.
Well,
it's gonna be.
but they still have Mitchell Schwartz, Eric Fisher.
No,
Like
don't
that.
try saying Eric Fisher's a top tackle in the league. Eric
He was
Fisher's
trying
good.
to say
He's
that
serviceable.
yesterday. He was like, Eric Fisher's good. I'm like, where?
What?
He's serviceable. I mean, especially for a guy that was the first overall pick in his draft. Like,
Yeah, but that was also one of the weakest first round
it
classes.
was, but you know, I mean, that's supposed to even at like a franchise.
Yeah, you know what's
tackle.
crazy? The first two picks in that draft were tackles. Remember Luke Jokel?
Yeah,
He was also very bad.
he was actually on the Seahawks last year, wasn't he?
I think so.
'Cause he bounced
recently,
from,
recently he's been on the Seahawks.
He bounced from the Jags to the Seahawks.
I don't know. All I know is he's not very good.
Nope. He moved to guard. 'Cause, yeah, he was with Seattle. He just moved to guard for him.
Oh, that's
Anyways, that's just But even still, their offensive line's still got to be the worst in the playoffs.
That's why it's gonna be a Rodgers Mahomes shootout. Both teams are gonna score almost 40 points.
That'd be dummy lit.
Yeah, I'll
But
watch
the
it.
Packers still have to
I
beat
thought we're just
the
counting out the
49ers.
Niners.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just.
How
Because
big-
I
how
do think the
much
Niners are
was,
gonna win.
What was the score in the regular season?
Because
A
that
lot
doesn't
too
matter.
little.
That doesn't matter.
That's true. Playoffs are a whole different animal.
Especially for Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
But I do ultimately think the Niners will win, but we'll get to those predictions later.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers hasn't been to a Super Bowl in a decade,
He
though.
hasn't had a defense
But-
in a decade.
Yeah, that's he hasn't had a team.
Yeah, but if Tom Brady hadn't been to the Super Bowl in a decade, you'd be like, it's Tom Brady, guys, don't worry.
No, I wouldn't though, because
Yes,
if
you
Tom,
would.
No, hear
He
me
jumped
out.
off.
Tom Brady had a bad game.
If Tom
They went
Brady,
to the wild card and he
if-
jumped off the Tom Brady wagon.
He
Remember?
did. Yeah, he jumped out before the whole ship sank.
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers has not been in a Super Bowl in a decade, but he won that Super Bowl, and Jimmy G's never won a Super Bowl, has he?
he has two
He's a
Super Bowl
Not
two-time
as a
rings.
Super Bowl
starter. Not as a
He
starter.
has two Super Bowl rings. He's more rings than Aaron Rodgers.
That is
Not
facts.
as a starter. He didn't actually start those games.
Yes, no, he has not won a Super Bowl as an actual
No.
starter.
No.
It's funny though. There's actually the team that has currently like the players with the most Super Bowl rings in possession is actually the Titans. Because
Yeah, they have
Logan
a lot of-
Ryan has 2 Super Bowl rings. Malcolm Butler has 3 Super Bowl rings, maybe
No.
2.
1,
2.
Deion Lewis?
2.
Was he a part of
Deion
the page?
Lewis has a Super Bowl ring.
Mike Vrabel has.
Mike
has
Vrabel has a couple Super Bowl rings.
What is it with the Titans taking Patriot players?
I don't know, but it might work for him.
It might work for him this year.
Yeah.
Oh, that was another thing. I think there was some. The coaches, like 3 of the 4 coaches remaining in the playoffs were all under Bill Belichick at one point. Like as part as like his.
The Bill Belichick coaching tree,
Yeah.
which stems further to the Bill Polian coaching tree.
Yeah. So,
not Bill, but Bill Parcells. I'm so sorry, Bill Parcells.
So I just thought that was a cool stat about the coaches.
Yeah.
You know who hasn't? Matt LaFleur.
No, but he was on the Redskins with Kyle Shanahan.
Yes.
This is an interesting fact. I stumbled upon it a while ago. It's talking about assistant coaches and coaches under Bill Belichick becoming head coaches. Historically, they've been bad. So of all the there's been six. There's been six coaches, assistant coaches, and just general assistants under Bill Belichick to become head coach. Their combined record: 140 wins, 200 losses, and 1 tie.
Wow.
That's a
I think I
0.4.
saw that. Yeah.
So they're bad.
They
Yeah.
really are.
But it's not gonna matter because one of them's gonna win the Super Bowl this year.
That's why I wanted Josh McDaniels to be the new Browns head coach.
But the Browns hated him. Like, dead ass, the Browns just hated him.
I'm surprised he's still getting offers
Think
after
about
the
the
stunt he pulled. Last year, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be the I can't remember what team it was."
The Colts.
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 Yeah.
Literally,
Yeah,
when
with
he
head
was
coach.
signing it, and he's just like, "No, I'm good."
I wouldn't give him.
I would give
job
him a
after
chance
that.
after that.
No.
Yeah.
Well, like, realistically, he's probably just gonna stick around and inherit the Patriots.
That's literally the only reason. That's why he stayed. Because what I think happened is when they had that meeting, my guess is they were talking like, "Hey, we can't technically promise this because it's against NFL rules, but just so you know, Josh McDaniels, Bill Belichick might retire in a few years, and we'll be looking for a head coach." That's all we can tell you. Basically implying you're gonna inherit the team,
Yeah.
and that's why he stayed, in my opinion.
And
I think that's
that's
100%
why
right.
I bet when we look at the draft this year, we're probably going to see a quarterback taken in early
Oh,
rounds.
you definitely
Wait. But Jared Stidham.
Yeah, no, they have Jared Stidham.
Yeah, don't worry, guys.
Yes,
Jared
sir.
Stidham.
Yeah, honestly, they might even be better with Jared Stidham.
I
So
gave up on Jared Stidham when we put him
You
in
don't want a backup quarterback.
What?
You gave up on Jared Stidham.
I gave up on Jared Stidham the moment we put him in against the Jets.
You had faith in him, though. I'm
And
saying
then
you
he
had
threw
faith
a
in a
pick
backup
six.
quarterback?
this guy.
Jared Stidham.
Well, he okay, hear me out. I have faith in him like most Broncos quarterbacks have been in between Peyton Manning and where they are now.
Yeah, but at least you're
'Cause
starter.
every time in
When's the
preseason-
last time I had faith in a Broncos quarterback? I was like, Osweiler's ass. I don't like Trevor Siemian.
Well, like
I guess I
everybody-
liked Case
sorry,
Keenum, but
hear
he
me
went
out.
to the Redskins.
But you hated
When you get
Paxton
hyped
Lynch?
up
I
on
hate
quarterbacks
Paxton
in
Lynch.
preseason,
I didn't like
I'm
the Joe Flacco
okay.
trade. I do
Right,
like
but Brendon, you were sitting there earlier, like saying, like, "Oh, I honestly think Jared Stidham could still be a Super Bowl winning." Oh my God, that's a fucking dot.
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow's a fucking beast.
I
But
think they're
anyway.
actually taking the lead. Oh, they just took
Yeah,
the
they took
lead.
Score update. 20.
Jamar Chase, my brother.
We're watching the championship game, by the way. if you
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
tell.
But anyway, yeah, Brendon. But you were saying earlier in the year
That
that
was preseason.
yeah, I know. But you were saying that I still think this team could be a Super Bowl team with Jared Stidham. Like what? No.
Honestly, I mean, maybe he wouldn't have thrown a pick six to end when we needed to go 99
No,
yards.
Patriots would not have even
That's
been
so
in that
funny.
position. Jared Stidham was the starter because they would have been blown out.
You don't know how happy I was when I saw Tom Brady on the 1 yard
So,
line throw that ball. I'm like,
No, literally,
He did
I
it
was,
on purpose, I think.
I was.
I've actually heard that theory that Tom Brady did it on purpose.
Why?
Because he didn't want to,
It's easier to hit it from the 20 than it is to do it from the whatever. You'd still be down one score.
yeah, he just wanted the game to be over. He didn't want to...
He was just
He
like,
didn't want-
fuck this.
There's supposedly he did it because he's done as a Patriot. Like, he just wanted it to be over. Like, he just doesn't want to continue his career with
Damn,
the
that's
Patriots.
a shitty way.
He knew he lost.
No, I know, but that's a shitty way to end your great dynasty of the Patriots with a pick six because you didn't give a shit.
No, great. That's a theory. That's not obviously.
No,
like,
I know, but
confirmed
I'm just
or
saying,
anything. But I mean, because people were saying when he took his helmet off and stuff, like he wasn't pissed. Like he was just like
He was
it's
fine
an
with it.
interception.
He
you
did
know?
not care at all.
No.
True.
But I mean, granted, 6 rings. I mean, he probably doesn't give a fuck.
Right, he's like, I'm already the GOAT. Yeet.
right before the Patriots got the ball too, I went on Twitter and everybody, even like Pat McAfee's like, Tom Brady with 11 seconds, are we gonna get another historic moment? No, he's gonna throw a pick six on the first throw.
Well, I was that one guy in the bar because, we're not in Foxborough, so everybody hates the Patriots. Yeah. It'd just be like that. I was just like, all the people at the bar were like, yeah, they got him on the one. Game's over. I'm like, this is still Tom Brady, you guys.
Oh, Jesus.
Immediately
God,
throws
you're one of those guys.
I was that guy. I was that guy during Super Bowl 51.
It's still Tom Brady, who hasn't played good all year. In this game, still Tom Brady.
It's playoff Tom Brady.
Playoff Tom Brady played like ass.
Oh yeah, remember, go back in the archives, which you can find anywhere we have on our podcast.
Listen to our stuff.
He's like, guys, Tom Brady's not playing good right now, but wait until we get to playoffs.
Yeah.
And we waited, and we got it.
We got to the playoffs.
Derrick Henry made that Patriots defense's bitch.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, remember when that defense was so historically great?
Oh my God, it's the greatest defense
It's the
of
greatest
all
defense
time.
ever history because he played the Redskins and Dolphins. Oh my God. Fuck off, New England.
There was pretty much a point where you all said the New England defense was good.
I will say,
But
it was good.
I stood my ground. And I said they sucked.
Yeah, no, it was good, but like they played.
But they didn't suck.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't suck, but like they definitely were. They were playing the fucking.
See,
Dolphins.
I thought everybody was saying they sucked, and I was like, whoa. They may not be
now
like...
he's coming up with excuses.
Yeah.
Classic Patriots fan. But let's get to our predictions.
The team's getting blown up.
Yeah, let's do it.
So we'll start off with the AFC. It's the Titans at
Bowl.
the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yep,
It is
that's the
Derrick
first
Henry
game of the-
versus whoever the running back is right now for the Chiefs.
Williams.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's A.J. Brown versus Tyreek Hill. There's Ryan Tannehill versus Patrick Mahomes.
I think they're splitting it pretty evenly. McCoy, Damian Williams, and KC.
Oh yeah, McCoy's on that team
still
too.
LaShawn McCoy.
Yeah, but I know in this last game, Damian Williams was the main ball carrier. He got a lot of more of the goal line situations and stuff.
All right, so I'll make my prediction because it probably won't be the same as any of you guys.
Probably not.
I think the Titans are gonna win this one, 32-21.
Where are we doing these?
It's right there in the document. I'm just typing it out. 32-21. Derrick Henry is gonna have another 200-yard game. He's gonna make that record for most rushing yards in postseason history as a running back. He's also gonna have like 50 receiving yards. Ryan Tannehill is gonna not do that great. He hasn't been a great quarterback as it is. He's not like making a team like he's not being an Aaron Rodgers type of quarterback. He's just kind of there.
In the regular season, he was doing really good.
Right, but in this postseason, he hasn't been special.
Right, but like I said, he hasn't needed to be.
Right.
No.
I'll think this will continue in this game. He won't be special, but he'll do enough to get the win. I think that Patrick Mahomes is going to get hurt. They're going to put in, what's the backup's name?
Chase Daniel. Or no, that's Chicago.
He beat the
Matt
Broncos.
Moore.
Matt Moore. He also beat the Vikings. Yeah. I think they're going to put him in. He's going to do really good, and he's going to get him into a chance to win it. But then he's going to throw a pick six. The game's going to be over. And the Titans are going to go to the Super Bowl. And I am going to be a happy person. Because if it is the Chiefs and the Packers at the Super Bowl, you can count me out on having the post-game podcast. Because I will not be watching that Super Bowl.
So, I think I have a fairly high scoring game. So far, it looks like I'm the only one picking the Chiefs in this game.
Oh, nice.
And
Proud of you guys.
I think you kind of
No one's going to go pick the Chiefs.
You kind of hinted at there.
Oh, wow.
I think it's going to be high scoring, but I don't think the Titans offense will be able to keep up with Patrick Mahomes in the end. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to throw enough yards and enough touchdowns that even Derrick Henry is not going to be able to get that many. And I think the Chiefs are going to win 38-31. 38-31.
I definitely don't think this will be a repeat game for the Chiefs in like Houston. I think it'll be high scoring. But I don't think it'll be like a lopsided one quarter and then they just rally back or whatever. Right. I think this will actually be a really entertaining game. I'm gonna keep it close. Just for the simple fact, I think this honestly could go either way depending on how well the Titans can keep up and how well Derrick Henry's going to be able to keep running the ball. Like I said, I keep it close. I did keep it high scoring though. I have 35-31 Titans.
I think Derrick Henry's going to go off, but I think Pat Mahomes can throw more yards as he can run.
So let me hit you with some facts.
Yeah.
We are all former Titans except for Noah.
I know.
Just saying.
But
We can't go against that. Come on.
The Titans wouldn't be in the playoffs if they hadn't beaten the Chiefs before.
True.
And they did it because they exploited what seems to be the Chiefs' weakness, which is special teams. So therefore,
their weakness isn't special. They had Pro Bowlers on the special teams. They had a bad game.
Their weakness is special teams.
No, it's really not. Brennan, I'm telling you, it's not.
No, how did the Titans win the time before?
I don't know. I didn't watch
blocked
that
a field
game.
goal.
I think it was Patrick Mahomes' first game coming back.
It was actually his third.
Oh, his third game coming
Yeah,
back.
so he should have been fine.
Well, he was. He played good.
Yeah.
Right, but it's not. You can't sit there
All right,
and look at.
but
No,
regardless,
but I'm just saying you can't
Titans
look at.
defense is good.
It is.
Titans offense is being efficient.
That's true.
I'm not gonna say it's amazing. Kansas City defense is shaky at times. Kansas City offense is good. But I think it's going to actually end up being the same exact outcome as the time before. 38-35 Titans block field goal.
Jesus.
Well, listen, guys. I'm an American like all of you guys. I love underdog stories. I'm loving that the Titans have got this far, but I'm just gonna break it to everyone. They're not gonna win.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, they're not gonna win. Kansas City is easily the better football team. I base nothing off the
So was
regular
the
season.
Ravens. So were the
Yeah,
Patriots.
no. Well, here's my thing. So, I have the score being 26-20. I have a fairly low scoring game because here's why. Obviously, we talk about the Titans' defense. I think they're gonna be fine. The big thing for Tennessee, what their game plan should be, is to just milk the hell out of that clock. They should keep the ball out of Patrick Mahomes and that offense hands as little as possible.
Isn't that what they did in the Ravens game too?
Well, yeah, pretty much. But kind of not really because they just shut down Lamar.
Oh, I guess.
They just shut him down. Like Lamar had a bad game, but that's what they're trying to establish.
Yeah.
Milk the clock. We're gonna feed Derrick Henry for 30 carries. We're only gonna pass if we need to. That's gonna be the same situation they've been the last 2 games. They're only gonna pass if they need to. So they're gonna milk clock. That's gonna allow Kansas City to not get
Pass interference.
To not get the ball, to get pass interference. Right. But obviously, Patrick Mahomes. Again, I will stand by this. If he wasn't hurt for those few games, he would be right there in the MVP conversation with Lamar Jackson. He's going to have a good game. I think they're the better offense, so when they do get the ball, they're going to take advantage of it. And I just don't know if that, like you said, I don't know if Tennessee is going to be able to hang. The defense is going to get stops on Kansas City. I don't doubt that. But it'll be interesting to see if that offense can really keep up or if they're just going to milk clock, which will be the smart thing to do. But I'm going to give the win to the better football team, 26-20. And obviously, I picked KC wins rule beginning of the playoffs. I'm going to stand by that. So
another thing. That's still Andy Reid.
In the ring.
Huh?
Andy Reid is still the.
I do not put.
The
I
biggest
do not. I
choker
do not.
when it comes to the playoffs.
I do not put history in consideration because I just think that's a stupid thing. I don't believe in coincidences. Andy Reid is still a great football coach. Obviously, yes, he's had playoff disappointments, but I choose not like the Vikings always choke in the playoffs, so that's not going to affect my prediction. I'm just focusing on what is now. The past is the past. Now is now.
Thanks for the example.
Right. Well, it's the most common example.
Goal.
Right. Skull. No. Well, not to mention Andy Reid's going to be the better coach and head coach in this football game because he's better than Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel's
I don't know if Vrabel's smart.
No, yes, right, but so is Andy Reid. Andy Reid is one of the best. If Andy Reid would have at least one Super Bowl, he'd probably be.
No, I'm not gonna.
Honestly, I put him second to Belichick right now.
No, I honestly think he already still is.
Yeah.
In this era, he really is. But.
Well, I just think it's interesting that both of these coaches actually had their jobs threatened a couple years ago.
Andy Reid never had his job threatened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did.
There was actually talks
really?
about Andy Reid getting fired after the wild card loss to the Titans.
Oh shit, that's right. But then they got Patrick Mahomes and all is good. True.
Want to go to the next game?
Yeah, let's do it.
There's another game.
Yes, sir,
this
it
game's gonna be fantastic.
I haven't officially made my prediction.
Okay, so I was like, this last game, right? I was like, God, I fucking hate the 49ers. Nick Bosa's such a douchebag. I hate that guy. I'm like, gosh, Richard Sherman, he talks way too much. This game, I'm like, God, I love Nick Bosa so much. Richard Sherman is my favorite corner in the league. Oh my gosh, Jimmy Garoppolo, he's just the best in the world. I love that guy. I'm going with the 49ers, and I'm going to go 42-17. to 12. I think that the Packers are going to get blown out, and it is going to be an end to the Aaron Rodgers story. As Aaron Rodgers is going to feel so defeated that he is going to retire, and then we can have Brady retire, Roethlisberger retire, Eli retire, Phillip Rivers retire, and Aaron Rodgers all retire in the same season.
Is Breeze retiring? Or
No.
is Breeze just going to go?
Breeze is coming back. We love Breeze.
Is he just going to play one more year just
He
to solidify his record?
Yeah, he needs to keep them.
Devonta Adams today postseason record with the Green Bay Packers with 160 reception yards and a pair of touchdowns against the Seahawks.
Okay, but
Okay,
have you
what
seen the
secondary
Seahawks
is
defenders? Shaquille Griffin is horrible.
I'm not done.
The other guy, I don't even know who he is. He's so bad. The best guy on their defense was Bobby Wagner and Javanian Clowney. And Clowney committed so many penalties it wasn't even funny.
Aaron Rodgers is going to go into Levi Stadium and he's going to win. Because we trust Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, and we praise Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay.
But this
He's
isn't Green Bay.
I'm glad we're going to Levi's in California, Santa Clara.
There's not going to be snow, Ben.
There wasn't snow in the Seahawks game.
That's true. I was disappointed by that.
I know. I thought it was going to snow too.
It was supposed
to
be.
Aaron Rodgers, we lost to them in the regular season. I know we did.
So
We got our asses handed to
Yeah, I know.
us.
He probably's hating every second. Look at his face. Oh my God, he hates every second of this.
He's like, I really have to be here.
Just so you know, everyone, we were looking at Nick Saban's face. He's doing like sideline. He's doing like doing halftime reports for the game, and he's just not having a good time watching his two biggest rivals play for the Daddy.
Oh, that's too funny.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Oh, that's rich. Oh, that's PI all the way. What? Yeah, no, that's PI. Anyway, I'm sorry to cut you off, Ben. That was just really funny.
So what it's going to come down to is Aaron Rodgers is better than Jimmy G. Aaron Rodgers is going to outthrow Jimmy G, and the Packers are going to win. The Packers have been kind of we won 13 games this year. For the majority of those, we were predicted to lose, and we're going to win this game because we are the underdogs, and Aaron Rodgers is going to prove them wrong.
Okay, so
I would like to go last, by the way.
I'm going to go next. One of those games that the Packers were pretty evenly split to actually win was against the 49ers.
49ers had a 7-point.
There was actually like a lot of people like, the Packers are probably going to be able to squeeze this one out because this was like right in the middle of their like hot streak. But what ended up happening? These are the same teams. Like, I think Packers I think they were healthy then. I don't think they had injuries back then. I don't think you have too many injuries right now. I think that 49ers defense is going to bully Aaron Rodgers.
I like that.
They shut down like Dalvin Cook in the playoffs we've seen.
Oh my God, I wouldn't even talk about it though. That offensive line is horrible.
But like, Dalvin Cook was still producing numbers with a terrible offensive line, and I'm just saying the running game's going to get shut down. Aaron Rodgers is going to get shut down.
But we have a good running game, though.
The running game's going to get shut down. The Niners have proven that they can stop big running games.
Again, the Packers' offensive line's a lot better than Minnesota.
I'm not just saying it's Minnesota, though.
Did you know Aaron Jones tied for the most touchdowns with Christian McCaffrey at 19 for the year?
I did not know.
Yeah. Aaron Jones had one less receiving and one more rushing touchdown.
With Christian McCaffrey?
Yeah, 19
Christian McCaffrey's out like 3 games. Right?
Some, I guess I don't remember.
I don't know. He was out a couple games.
Aaron Jones also had a higher yards per carry. He had more yards per game and a higher catch rate than Christian McCaffrey this year.
I'm just saying, between the 49ers defense being as strong and dominant as they have been and the 49ers running game kind of going off. Because the running backs you had to play against was kind of an old shadow of himself, beast mode. No offense, beast mode. And
chicken.
Save your chickens. But I think the Niners are going to have this 29-23.
Ethan, what you
Okay,
got?
next. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I'm a younger Vikings fan. I actually don't hate the Packers, hate them with a burning passion. I mean, I'm gonna give respect to a good team. They are a good team. I have them winning this game 35-21. I just think the Packers are going to be the better team in this game. I just don't think Jimmy Garoppolo's going to be able to keep up with Aaron Rodgers in this situation. I mean, it's Aaron Rodgers. Jimmy Garoppolo played good. He played good last week. He didn't play great. So I just think Aaron Rodgers is gonna outplay Jimmy Garoppolo. So I have I have the Packers winning 35-21.
All right. So obviously the game last time they played was a blowout.
What?
The Niners-Packers.
Yeah.
It was a blowout.
Yeah.
Last time they played.
Yeah.
It was not good. Rematches always favor the team that loses. Because here's why. It's easier to game plan what you did wrong versus what you did right. If that makes sense.
True.
Yeah.
The Packers now know what they're going to face. San Francisco knows what it takes to beat them, but they're not going to know how they're going to prepare for their next game plan. Mm-hmm. Because all they're going to see is what they did so great, they can't predict what they're going to do for their game plan. Green Bay can be like, okay, we can exploit them by doing this, this, and this. Blah, blah, blah. The Packers, the big thing for Green Bay in this game is they're going to have to win the turnover battle. Packers are 4th in the NFL in turnovers, in takeaways.
Yeah.
Of all the QBs left in the playoffs, guess who has the most turnovers? Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah.
Jimmy Garoppolo, I love Jimmy Garoppolo. I think he's really good. He turns the ball over a little too much for my liking. He even turned the ball over, a couple times against Minnesota?
Yeah.
Right, in a game that they didn't even really need to force anything. They were dominating the game.
And you know what quarterback has the least takeaways is still in the playoffs?
Say it, Ben. Aaron Rodgers.
Who only had 4 picks this season.
Aaron Rodgers looked very, very good against Seattle. I understand it's against Seattle. The big thing, too, for Green Bay is, like we were talking about off the air, Brian Bulaga is going to be back. Having a full, healthy offensive line against that San Francisco front is going to be absolutely 1,000% crucial.
Yeah.
Because if you can even just give Aaron Rodgers a few seconds to throw, 3-4 seconds, he's going to make a play. Aaron Rodgers knows this is his last chance. This defense is a solid defense. And it's a solid defense. Zadarius Smith is a top 5 pass rusher. They fly all over the field. They make plays. They turn the ball over. And I think this is going to go to the more experienced quarterback, the more experienced team. I have 20-24, Green Bay. I was thinking San Francisco at first, but then I was really thinking about it. I'm just like, I don't know.
And then I said something that just pissed you off a little bit too much.
No, it's not it at all. Oh, Joe Burrow.
But hey, there's
Joe
more
Burrow is
rings.
gonna win.
Joe Burrow.
There's more Super Bowl
Joe
rings
Burrow.
on San Fran's team.
So that doesn't matter.
Super Bowl rings don't matter.
No, I know, but it's just funny to.
There's more Super Bowl rings on that
There's more Super Bowl
Patriots
rings
teams than on that Titans team, and look what happened.
True.
Pick'ems are gonna be interesting this week.
Yeah.
We'll see who's gonna win.
Yeah.
It's a pretty even split.
We're actually
Yeah.
just about done with pick'ems for the
Yeah.
Yeah, then it's just the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then we don't know what to do with our lives.
we'll go.
MLS starts at the end of February.
We talk about the NHL playoffs.
Soccer starts in February.
I like soccer. We'll talk about soccer. Messi, so good.
That's very good.
Anyways,
my favorite soccer team changed their logo,
And it's
bad.
ugly.
It's
so bad.
So bad.
But don't worry, guys. Super Bowl's in February, but in April we got the draft, and June training camp starts.
But
so
in
it never
April
really
we
is.
have.
And we have the XFL the week after the Super Bowl.
we would like
and
to.
the NBA playoffs. But,
That's
you
true.
know.
Yeah. We would like.
Yeah, we're about to see LeBron cement his fucking legacy this summer, so fuck off.
Bet, go
everyone.
What a take. We'd like to congratulate Bill Cowell and Jimmy Johnson
Yes,
on heading to
for
the Hall of
sure.
Fame.
How about them Cowboys?
What if LeBron just starts doing this?
Not in basketball yet.
Yeah, we're not at basketball. We'll get there.
Stop.
Both of them had great careers. Did you see Troy Aikman crying when
He did. It was
what's his face?
Jimmy Johnson got elected.
It's great.
Which was very much overdue. I thought Jimmy Johnson was already in the Hall of Fame.
I did too. He was on Survivor.
What?
He was on Survivor, the show Survivor on
Like the
CBS.
celebrity edition?
No, well, I don't know. He was just on it.
Oh, okay.
There's been a lot of famous people on it, but he was on that.
Celebrity edition.
And I thought they said Hall of Famer on that because I watched it not that long ago.
Yeah, but no, but I just thought it was all fair because Jimmy Johnson's one of the better coaches in NFL history.
Yeah. I don't
It
know.
was just weird, but he got his due
Makes it.
diligence.
So the Pro Bowl is coming up.
I probably won't watch it.
I will not. I'm sorry.
Well, it's
audience,
crazy
I
how
am
we
not
were
gonna-
talking about how the Ravens
I'll
had
probably
like
watch it.
so
Yeah,
many.
hey, at
of the
least
spots.
Ravens fans can watch
They
all
all
12 of
get
their
filled,
players.
but now they're all gonna go, so now there's
Yeah.
not gonna be very many subs.
And the coaching staffs is the Ravens and the Seahawks. Coaching staff, which is interesting.
Battle of the Birds.
Do you want to say
Pro
that?
Bowl. I'm not gonna watch it.
No.
Oh.
No, it's terrible.
Actually, I realized the Niners only made it to where they're at because they didn't have to play bird teams.
Whoa, you're so funny.
They dodged the bird teams. They lost to.
Yeah, I'll be watching the Royal Rumble that day, so
I'll probably do something else.
I'll do something
Take it out.
productive. Yeah.
something will be
I
on.
watched the Royal Rumble. I'm about to watch.
Well, we'll probably
Roman
end up
Reigns
playing
win the
D&D
Rumble,
that
so
day.
it pissed me
Watch
off.
Edge
Okay,
come
so-
back.
That'll be lit.
Is
That'll
that
be a
Sunday
good
or
time.
Saturday?
Justin Liger
He's
make a
on both.
surprise appearance
Is it on Sunday?
after he
I think the
retires.
skills competition
Yeah,
on
Lucha-
Saturday.
Lucha-
right?
Lucha Thunder Liger.
That'd be amazing.
But I don't think they do all of it on Sunday. I think the game's on Sunday, but I think the skills competition can be
Oh,
on Saturday.
yeah.
that's what I thought. You
On
meant just the
Disney
actual
XD.
game.
No.
Oh my
The
god.
whole
That's-
Pro
what?
Bowl
that's how you know
weekend
you-
or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's a
Yeah,
thing?
it's like a weekend.
Disney
thing.
XD.
Disney XD still a thing?
Yeah, they sponsor the Pro Bowl every year.
They still have Kick in it though. Like Kick in it, and
Yuck.
those shows are still the same shows.
Big yuck.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
They-
well,
It's Pro Bowl.
They made new episodes for Kicking It.
I don't know, but we have Disney Plus, so if they are, they're on there. The Astros.
Yeah, they're kind of in trouble.
No, that their owner is just like saving his own ass at the moment. They
Well, to be fair, I mean, when your GM gets a year suspension, like, you're kind of fucked if you don't have a GM for an entire year.
Well, their GM
You know?
and their manager got
Yeah.
suspended.
Yeah,
and
that's-
then they
yeah,
fired them both.
That's what I mean. Is like if you have neither of those guys, like that's very crucial for baseball, especially when you're considered a World Series team. Like you don't have two of those guys, you're kind of fucked.
Right, but
Side,
apparently the owner knew about it,
Oh,
so he's just kind of pushing responsibility off on his staff.
quick side note that I just remembered. The Houston Texans don't currently have a GM, and they plan to stick without a GM in 2020.
yeah, I heard that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I heard that.
Interesting.
Still gonna win the division.
Yeah, bro.
So wow, there's gonna be two of the teams in Houston aren't gonna have
have a
GMs.
GM, yep.
But yeah, the Astros, what they got $5 million fine. Both coaches
They
suspended.
lost some draft picks.
They
Lost
lost a
4
first
draft
and a
picks.
second round draft pick in 2020 and 2021.
Yep.
I remember I saw the
That's
tweet and I
right.
sent it to the group chat. I'm like, how important is this?
Yeah.
Very, very important.
I got it and I was like, I should do something, but I'm in class, so...
Especially a team 4 like the Astros, where their World Series window starts closing, they're not going to have now those draft picks.
Yeah,
to
but to
trade,
be honest though, like that Astros World Series window is gonna be open for another 5 years.
yeah.
It
That's what I
really
mean
is.
is by the time it starts closing, now
Right,
they're
then
missing,
all the-
you know,
yeah.
a couple of crucial picks in the farm system that
Right.
could get them a superstar.
Right, but I think at that point, if the Astros win another World Series or two, I don't think the fans are really going to give a rip, to be honest. But I know what
I mean,
you
yeah,
mean.
probably
though.
not. Yeah.
But I know what you mean, though, and I agree with everything you just said. It's going to suck because then they're basically got to start from scratch.
Yeah.
and then somebody on the Red Sox.
Did the Red Sox, didn't the other team get in trouble for
So
it too?
Logan Morrison supposedly said the Yankees, the Red Sox, and the Astros have all been stealing signs since 2014.
And two
they've
of
been
those teams have won a World Series
Yeah.
in that time span.
like he obviously Logan Morrison may not be the most reliable source because he's kind of been like an average guy. Like he's never been great or anything. But he said back in 2014 when he was with Seattle, there was a game against Boston where Boston was down. I think it was like 3-2 or 3-4 or something like that. And Boston was stealing the signs. They ended up winning that game by an extra run to end the game, all because of the stolen sign. Like they knew what they were going to throw on a pitch, you know. So
I believe it.
supposedly Logan Morrison said that. Like Noah said, two of those teams have won a World Series in the last, few years. So
Back-to-back years.
So if
Yeah.
you wanted good steal signs, that's the lesson here.
So basically, when the Red Sox played the Astros in the ALCS, it was like,
two teams.
who was the better cheaters?
Yeah,
And clearly, it was the Red Sox.
But it's just crazy because I feel like baseball is probably the harshest on their punishments. Like
They really are.
they do not take shit lightly at all.
No.
Like because obviously like the Patriots and their like stealing plays and stuff or recording like that was kind of brushed off. I mean, but yeah, no, they don't take shit lightly in baseball at all. Like year suspension, like that's insane. I mean, it'll probably get appealed, maybe get
No,
shortened.
they're not going to. They're going to try and stay face on this.
But like I said, don't get me wrong too either. I honestly feel like some teams probably do steal signs and probably weren't included in this, but
Right.
Just haven't caught them yet.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
And the only reason they know about the Astros is because their stupid film team caught it on their World Championship video.
Yep.
Only reason.
Yep.
Not I don't think anyone knew about it.
Huh. So the draft's coming up. Not World War III, but different draft.
Ha. Nice one.
My draft?
Yeah.
Yes.
Your draft went on today.
Yeah, they concluded. Yeah, the MLS SuperDraft concluded today with its third and fourth rounds. There's only 4 rounds in the
Did
MLS.
I get drafted?
Huh?
Did I get drafted?
Yes, actually, I saw you. You're drafted by the Chicago Fire.
Okay.
No, I don't want that on my favorite team. You're
Why?
getting traded.
Oh, I don't care. I don't want to play.
Go to-
I don't want to play for the Chicago Fire.
Go to Houston. Go to Houston. I like their
But
team.
before I do this, how many Major League Soccer teams can you guys name?
So
Does the city count?
Manchester United.
No.
Well, wrong.
Sure, we'll go City
Wait,
because I
Well, then
Doesn't
there's the
Seattle
Las
have a
Vegas
soccer team?
U2.
yes,
Minnesota
Seattle
has a soccer
Sound.
team.
yes,
Chicago. Fire. The Chicago
yes,
Fire.
Chicago Fire. There's one.
Houston
The Toronto.
Apollos or something.
The Dynamo. That's
Dynamo.
You're close. You're close.
Dynamo.
There's the Toronto team, the Seattle team.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Uh,
think that's about all.
did you hear me say the Las Vegas U2?
Oh, the Denver Horse
The
Cocks?
Portland Timbers?
Yes,
That
the
one?
Timbers. Oh, yeah.
The Houston
Horse
Ducks.
cock law.
I thought that was.
The Seattle Sounders
I thought
FC?
that was.
Wow.
The LA Galaxy?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
another...
Ethan, you're just so
Yeah.
smart. You're so diverse in your sports knowledge.
The U.S.
FC
Women's International
FC
team.
Dallas?
Yeah, FC Dallas is good.
Sporting Kansas City?
Sporting
Is it-
KC. Yeah.
If you'd have asked me this like 6 months ago, I would have known because I was playing FIFA, but that kind of sailed, so I don't know anymore.
Honestly, Noah, now that I have my memory fresh, I could probably name every team in that league. So I mean,
Awesome.
I actually did watch some Premier League this
Awesome.
weekend.
What teams were they?
Liverpool and
Manchester United.
no, wasn't
Tottenham Hotspur.
Manchester. Yeah.
Tottenham Hotspur. Yes.
Yep.
Did Liverpool win?
Liverpool did win.
Yep.
Liverpool has the longest winning streak in Europe right now. They're the reigning UEFA Champions League winners. They have not lost a game yet in the Premier League. So they're kind of killing
how many
it.
games
So, question.
is it into the
30,
Chelsea?
34.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Chelsea plays for. Is that in the?
Chelsea's in the Premier League.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say.
It's
'Cause
Barcelona.
That's
Barcelona's in La Liga.
Well, La Liga just got much stronger as Barcelona fired their head coach and then
Yeah, which was TBH.
hired their new high coach.
Yeah, it was a very stupid move by Barcelona, but Barcelona.
100% agree.
What?
100% agree.
100% agree.
Yeah, bad. It was a bad firing. So like right now, Barcelona right now is sitting third in La Liga right now, behind only I'd have to double check, but I know Real Madrid I believe is in first place right now.
We like Madrid.
Barcelona's big thing is like when you have all these talented players. You have Coutinho, you have Messi, you know, Luis Suarez. You have all these talented players. You gotta perform, and I don't think it's necessarily all in coaching because they've been through like 3 head coaches in the last like 7 years. Like they've been through some coaches despite being one of the better clubs in Europe. They're just a team that demands excellence. If they're not going to get it, they're going to hit you to the curb. But sometimes the coaches don't necessarily deserve it. It's just the pressure. But the MLS SuperDraft happened.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess what I'll do is I'll just kind of give my team that I thought had the best draft, and I'll kind of give you some prospects to watch for who could win MLS Rookie of the Year.
Oh.
Nice.
So I'll actually start with that. So we'll start with the first overall. I'm going to just go through my top 5 prospects. We'll start with the first overall pick. Robbie Robinson, striker from Clemson, was
He'll
drafted.
be a bust.
He will not be a bust. Because here is why.
He's from Clemson? Clemson?
Yeah, Clemson. Like
There
Clemson.
you go.
Yeah. See, yeah, exactly. He was
They're
drafted.
really good at football at Clemson.
Yes, they're actually good at soccer, too. But,
Yeah, that was his joke.
no.
He makes bad jokes.
It's football.
Robbie Robinson, drafted by the new Inter Miami CF, which is owned by David Beckham. Robbie Robinson's, I think, is going to be one of those guys that's going to get a chance to play. He is Smaller, but he's very agile. He's quick. He is fast. He's going to bring some speed to that Inter Miami team that kind of needs it. They have some good players, but not... Right now, Miami, because Miami's an expansion team this year along with Nashville SC. 2 new teams this year. Miami's going to need to find a way to build up pace. They have it with, so far with their midfield, with Matias Pellegrini. So adding Robbie Robinson, who probably won't be the starter, but he's going to see a lot of playing time. I think he's going to be able to just be creative with offense. I think that's going to help Miami in terms of speed, pace. Because especially for a team that I don't think is going to be very good defensively, they're going to need to score some goals. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a good play for them.
Soccer.
Yeah, soccer.
Quick question.
Sure, what's up?
FC, right? That stands for football club, right?
It does. And then SC stands for soccer club.
Oh.
Yeah.
When I was a little kid, I was in an SC.
Were you?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. My number 2 prospect, I'm going with Jack Maher.
Is he related to any of the Mahers?
He is not. So he's not from Sioux Falls. But Jack Maher, a defensive center back defensive end, yep.
Okay.
Center back from Indiana, also drafted by the new Nashville SC. Easily, this is probably going to be one of the steals of the draft. Well, not really steal, but this is going to easily be one of the safest picks in the draft. Solid defender. He won Defender of the Year in college. Nashville's not going to be very good their first year, but I think Jack Maher is going to be a shining piece in that bunch.
I think they'll pull a Vegas Golden Knights.
You think so? You think Nashville's going to win it all the way?
Yeah.
I think that what was the other new team?
Inter Miami.
Oh, I think Miami is a better chance because they're owned by David Beckham.
No, it's going to be
at Nashville.
Nashville. It'll be Nashville. Just watch.
Oh, they're going to just ride the
They'll
hype
get the
train
third
of the
seed.
Titans winning the Super Bowl.
Hell yeah.
Nice. So yeah, and then I'll do Minnesota United because that's my team. We just signed. We drafted Noah Billingsley with the 18th overall. Yeah,
They drafted
they
Noah.
did. Yes, because
You got drafted.
I know by my favorite team. I'm blessed because I love this team and I can't wait to play for them. But
You're just gonna wear jerseys of other players on the team, and then
Exactly,
it's gonna they're gonna get confused.
exactly, and then that's how I score all my goals. But Noah Billingsley, center midfielder, he's going to add a lot of depth to our team, especially with Ozzie Alonso getting up there in age. I think he can be a solid piece for us. I don't really know much about him, to be 100% honest. I just know that it's a position that we need. So I definitely think you'll see some playing time behind him and Hassani Dotson. Minnesota's actually been one of the better drafting teams in MLS. Little fun fact. So I think that could be a good...
Has Minnesota won the championship?
No, this is only their 4th
okay.
year. So.
Just making sure that the Lynx are still the greatest team.
The Twins are probably the greatest Minnesota sports
It's definitely the
It's
Leafs.
definitely
I don't
the
know. It's probably the Twins.
It's
okay.
definitely the Lynx.
It's probably the Twins. But
The Lynx probably have
Noah's
3
face
times
when
the
you guys said
amount
it,
of
don't get me wrong,
championships.
real respect, Lynx are great and all, but it's still probably the
Yeah,
Twins.
Well, you've had 2 of the top 3 women basketball players in WNBA history.
Okay, imagine what you just said. The WNBA. I respect the women that play in the WNBA 100%. It's the WNBA. Nobody gives a fuck.
We
I
do.
care.
No.
We
I
covered
care.
it on our podcast last year.
Nobody
Chicago
gives a fuck about
Sky,
the
they actually have cool jerseys and cool logos, unlike the shit.
Anyways, Noah was in the middle of his prospects.
Yes, and then I'm gonna go another defensive player, center back, Tanner Beeson. I forgot what college he went to, but one thing I do know about him, he's very good at controlling the center field. He's very aggressive. He's strong, and that's one thing San Jose needs. That was probably their weakest point last year.
Stanford University.
Stanford. He went to Stanford, so he's still staying back home.
Yep.
Not too far away. It's for San Jose Earthquakes, one of the worst defensive teams. They made a run for the playoffs, so I think them feeling like they need this defense. He actually might get the best chance to start right away out of all these rookies. I think the ones that will start right away, I think, are going to be Maher and Beeson. I think they're going to start right away. I think they're going to excel. Beeson might be the only bright point on that San Jose team, which sucks because you just never want your rookie to be your best player, but that's just how it is.
Well, oh, never mind. He's soft.
Oh, I'm just going to say one more because this is who I think is going to win Rookie of the Year.
Okay.
So he plays for Toronto. He was drafted by Toronto FC. Bear with me. His name is Ben.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because Toronto, exactly. So Ben Ben just brings speed, athleticism. I mean, look at him.
But who else did Toronto draft that help out Ben?
Toronto drafted a guy to help out Ben to win Rookie of the Year is Afanyichi Achara.
Oh, what if he...
Afanyi Achara. He's a left winger. He was injured his senior year at Georgetown, but when he did play, he was insanely good. In only 16 games, he scored 14 goals and 12 assists. That is insane. He's going to win Rookie of the Year because I think he's going to be able to be the most productive offensive player. In MLS, if you're a productive offensive player, you're more... It's like the NFL. Like MVP goes to the quarterback. MVPs in soccer go to the best goal scorers and the most creative offensive players. Same thing for Toronto. This is going to be good for him because Toronto just lost Nicolas Benezet, so they're going to be weak at the left wing. And I think to get a guy of this caliber, of this speed, some guy who can ease the pressure off of Alejandro Pozuelo, he's going to be really good.
I know that name.
Yeah, he's going to be really good. So,
but Ben, he's going to steal Rookie of the Year.
It's basically between Ben and Fuyachi. That's basically
Fuyachi.
So Toronto is just going to have Rookie of the Year.
You know, in Toronto, we have a nickname for him. We call him Funny Chi-Chi because nobody else can pronounce his name.
Funny Chi-Chi. So, yeah, and in terms of my team who had the best draft, I actually am going to say Toronto because they also drafted Niall Higgins. Another good...
Heard of him.
Have you actually?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm knowing my soccer players today.
Wow, I'm impressed. Yeah, no, Toronto had a very solid draft. They addressed what was needed the most, and that's wing, defensive midfielders. They did a very good job at addressing those. I mean, they're guys that might not play right away or they'll be bench players, but eventually, slowly but surely, with Major League Soccer, you draft young, you get them kind of accustomed to the system. Toronto will still be a good team this year, but I think they're going to give the rookies the best chance to be successful right away. So, yeah, good for Toronto FC to be Eastern Conference champions.
With you predicting the funny name to win.
Funny Chi-Chi?
Yeah, Funny Chi-Chi. Do you think that he actually may get a chance to start right away, or do you think they're gonna wait a half season?
I don't think he'll start right away, but I think eventually he will find his way in the starting line when he starts becoming insanely productive. Because I think he's gonna be one of those players that will put him in like 20 minutes in the game, and then they'll find out when he's like productive. You know, I think he won't. I don't think he'll start right away, but I think he'll find his way into the starting lineup eventually, and then that's when he's gonna really shine bright. So. Ben's a locked in starter.
Nice.
Locked in.
But you're talking about Toronto. The Toronto Raptors are not doing so hot as of late.
They're not? Damn it.
That's sad.
In their last 10 games, they've won 4 of them.
Oh.
They are still 4th in the Eastern Conference.
Okay, good.
Good shit.
But
Who's above
Milwaukee,
Okay.
Miami,
All right.
and
Boston.
Yeah.
But
the teams that should be above.
Milwaukee's
Yeah, that's true.
won 8 of their last 10. Not really surprised. Celtics have won 6 of their last 10. And the Heat have won of their 6 of the last 10. The team under them, though, under the Raptors, are the Pacers.
They're going to be deadly when the playoffs come.
Yeah, they are.
They're starting to get back into form. Oladipo's back.
Yeah. Is he
So,
back?
I think he's coming back.
Well, I know he's
not
coming back. I don't think he's back yet, though.
Not yet, but he is going to be very shortly.
Good.
But do you know who is coming back from injury, making their debut? Zion, number 1 overall draft.
I think it's a terrible idea.
I agree because right.
Remember last year when everybody was like freaking out about how great Zion is, and then now it's January next year we're finally talking about him.
He's a talent that you should talk about, and he'll be talked about. But he's like one of those guys that's gonna like get hurt, and he's not gonna be like.
He has probably the biggest potential to be a superstar.
Yeah,
the
that's what
biggest
I'm saying.
potential to be a bust. Like he
That's
really
what he
does.
looks like now, dang.
Playing football for a long ass
He
time.
played college football in '74.
But
And
He looks good for his
sitting
age.
in the West is Lakers.
obviously,
Nuggets are struggling right now. They're 6-4. The Jazz are on a
Holy shit,
9-game
Jazz.
win streak.
Jazz are going to be a problem. in
they
the playoffs.
jumped from the 6th all the way up to the 3rd seed on their winning streak.
Damn.
They have the 5th ranked defense right now.
Yeah, ever since, actually, the funny thing is, ever since Donovan Mitchell changed his, or I guess this was back when he did, when Donovan Mitchell changed his avatar on Twitter to Baby Yoda, they didn't lose a game, like up until their last loss.
Ooh. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then there's the Rockets, 7-3, Clippers, Mavs, Thunder.
Rockets will get bounced in the second round.
Thunder's doing decent. They're 7th. And then Memphis in 8th.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter what Zion does because Ja Morant's winning Rookie of the Year. He's got locked.
Yeah. Ja Morant
is a beast.
Yeah. That Grizzlies team is going to be fun.
When they pop, when they make that next leap, oh my God, they're going to be insane. Just like Jim Brown.
How the fuck does Jim Brown look younger than Earl Campbell?
He played in the 50s.
Yeah.
We would like to say the Warriors are on an 8-game losing streak. So congrats to the Warriors.
At this point, you can't even feel good about that because they just have no one.
Well, all their two-way players went back to their teams, so
I know. But
now they really
would
do
have
have
It would have
no
felt
one.
better if they were on this losing streak with everyone healthy.
That's true.
That would have been better.
True.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The Trailblazers. I don't know if you listened to the podcast last week. I did apologize about Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
I did say I ranked him too low. I still feel like he hasn't done a lot with the talent that's been around him, though.
Just like most people on this
no,
podcast.
no.
He's
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Is don't go. Like I said,
that's why I cut you off, Ethan.
I after looking back at my picks, he should have been at least a top 3 point guard in the league. He should have.
All right. Well.
But I still feel like he hasn't really done a lot. You know. Just saying.
He's dime dropping Dame. But you guys, actually, quick, do we have more basketball?
I mean, we can.
I just have an interesting fact because we were all talking about winning streaks.
Yeah.
The Boston Bruins are on a 10-game winning streak.
Wow, the reigning Eastern Conference champs.
Pasternak is not something to
Mess with.
think is whack.
Yeah, trade deadline's coming up for basketball.
Yeah,
That's kind of the only thing we had left.
The Lakers have announced that they're willing to trade anybody besides LeBron James and Anthony Davis.
Okay.
So, kind of like what the Lakers do.
They don't have anything to trade.
They just,
Rick Kuzma.
if you want
Kuzma's
somebody,
going.
come get him. Alex Caruso, come
No.
get him.
No.
What if Alex Caruso goes to Minnesota? That way he's closer to his favorite cousin. Though.
That'd be lit.
Kyle Kuzma is actually for a trade. He's like, yeah, don't even matter.
Well, it's because he knows he's not a good fit for that team. Kyle Kuzma's too young to be a third superstar with Anthony Davis and LeBron James.
True.
The Sixers are another team that might be sellers at the trade deadline. I've heard they're trying to shop Al Horford now because they figured out you can't have two centers that haven't evolved with modern basketball on the same team and expect them to work. Al Horford and Joel Embiid. Oh, Joel Embiid was another thing. Joel Embiid had surgery.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's huge.
You can find all this news on our Instagram and Twitter and Facebook as we break the news.
Going on, so follow.
We're beating ESPN, so make
We
sure
are.
you're
We
following
beat
us.
ESPN on the official
Notifications
posts.
on. Turn that little bell thing, flip it so it's on. I've also heard of a 3-way trade possibility between the Warriors, Timberwolves, and Magic. The Timberwolves would receive D'Angelo Russell and Aaron Gordon, while the Magic would receive Wiggins, Spellman, and 2 future draft picks.
There's actually more draft picks included. I've seen that.
And then the Warriors would receive Robert Covington, Jeff Teague, and Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba on the Warriors? Come on, everybody wants that. I want Mo Bamba on the Warriors. That team would be so much better. Mo Bamba, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry.
No.
Come on.
Sensory version. I got Coach calling.
Young.
Oh man, I'll play that song censored at the bar when Ethan's sister's working. And
Why specifically that?
Yeah.
because she hates it.
Fuck. Shit.
Because Brendon has a thing for your sister.
Yeah, I'm West.
Well, I work
anyway.
anyway.
No, it's specifically when your sister works because she's like, why are you playing this song? Like, taking out the swear words makes the song like.
Yeah.
No, it really does because especially like the best part in the song is just literally fuck
shit,
bitch. Yeah,
I'm Shaq West and I'm getting really rich. Ching ching.
Yeah. But back to the actual NBA and the trades. I am am fairly certain the Warriors won't trade D'Angelo Russell until the offseason. Just because they want to kind of know
Timberwolves should trade Cat.
Yeah, they should.
But they're not going to.
Timberwolves statistically have been a better team without Karl-Anthony Towns in their starting lineup.
That's why they should trade him.
I was one of those people. I thought Towns was. Don't get me wrong. Towns is the best shooting big man in the league. Like, he makes any team better in the sense of shooting. But the problem is the dude's soft. The dude.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he got his paycheck, and then he was like, okay, I really don't have to improve anymore. You know, I mean, he's soft.
He does the Minnesota thing.
Yeah, he really does.
He's a bitch.
See, and that's why I didn't like the Andrew Wiggins trade going away. So at least Andrew Wiggins, he'll just play basketball, like we've kind of known.
He's also a
Wiggins can do.
bitch.
Yeah, he is. But, yeah, Timberwolves should trade Cat. But that's also the thing, is I think Cat, honestly, could be traded to a team like the Warriors if the Warriors do end up with the first round pick.
Imagine
But
that.
the problem is...
Bamba,
Oh my god.
But the problem is it won't happen because...
Giannis.
Yo. It's
Bro,
amazing team.
Lord have mercy. Please.
Yeah.
I would fly to Golden State just to watch that game.
I would literally cancel everything NBA. Any NBA subscription, any Instagram thing that I follow, done. Because the league would be nothing.
Yeah,
The league would be obsolete.
That's an 82-0 team.
Oh, God. What would load management be?
No, then you'd have to have LeBron go to the other conference, jump back to the East Conference, then form a mega team of his own and get
They
like...
literally
Pull
just...
Dwayne Wade out of retirement.
No, they literally would have to just make Eastern Conference All-Stars
Yeah.
versus the Warriors, and they'd still lose. Lord. That would not be a good time. Please, Lord, don't let
Eastern
that happen.
Conference All-Stars against
The fucking Warriors with Giannis, Cat, Curry, Clay, and then the first overall pick, whoever that is, and Draymond.
No, you still give them like Harden, so that way they have a chance.
Jeez, no, there's no chance.
There's also talks that the Pistons are discussing trades between Andre Drummond and Derrick Rose.
Pistons are a bad fucking team for some reason. They're bad. Pisses me off too because Derrick Rose left Minnesota to go play with Detroit, and then Detroit's doing worse than the Timberwolves are.
Yeah,
I think
ever since you said Blake Griffin was good, he's not been playing good.
Yeah, and that's because I said he's shit.
The team just doesn't seem to mesh.
Blake
that
Griffin.
well together.
Blake Griffin is actually like the reason why I don't like the Clippers. Just stuck around.
But yeah, the Pistons are just they're a team that's really built more off of name talent sometimes. But then again, I was also one of those people. I knew that Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond were going to work together. Just shown in the NBA now, you can't have two bigs. Your two bigs can't be your two best players. It just doesn't work. But yeah.
Oh,
Derrick Rose actually might get traded to the Lakers. I heard they're going to be watching him.
Yo.
He'd be a great
jumping on that
for
Lakers bandwagon real quick.
He'd be a great 6-man for him, but Lakers really don't have anything to give away.
Kyle Kuzma.
Speaking of basketball, I'm going to start basketball up again next month.
Nice.
Speaking of basketball, my brother started basketball yesterday. His next game will be next Wednesday. If you'd like to go see him at Whittier Middle School, he's on the A team because he is a GOAT. He is White Mamba. He has Kobe's number.
No, that's already
He
taken.
has Kobe's number.
White Mamba is already taken.
Brian Scalabrine.
Not to me.
Back off the GOAT, man.
Yeah,
He's doing amazing. But since he brought up basketball, I thought
That's fair.
yeah.
The dunk
Maybe I
contest.
should get pointers.
An update. I did hear Zach LaVine is moving towards going to the dunk contest, so that's pretty cool.
I am always in the dunk
Vince
contest.
Carter needs to be in the dunk contest.
I said that. I said he should have been in the dunk contest.
Well, we said that last week.
Yeah, last week I was like, Vince Carter should do it just so he can get one last dunk contest.
Yeah. Even though he wouldn't be the same, it's still.
Yeah, it wouldn't be.
But I don't care. Nostalgia for the win.
Exactly.
All right, here's what he's got to do. He's got to fly there. He's going to get a basketball. He just runs out on the court.
I think
Duncan
said that last.
He's not even in the contest. He just literally takes it and just.
Somebody last week said that. Just have him there.
Yeah, just have him there and have him do before the show.
Yeah, have him do either a halftime show for the dunk.
No,
contest,
just between
or
dunks, so
pregame.
there's a little station period. Vince Carter comes out of nowhere and dunks it.
Yeah,
Flips everybody off and runs away.
There you go.
He wouldn't flip people off. They would all be cheering. Nobody would care. They'd be like, "Wait, was that Vince?" Yeah. Oh, just.
Vince.
You know, the one other update in basketball that we haven't really talked about since they really fell off was the Hawks. They don't have the worst record of the NBA. They were a really good team to start the year.
I jumped off that bandwagon. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, they were pretty good to start the year. And
I mean, I like Cam Reddish. I like Trae Young.
Checked on my second favorite team, the Phoenix Suns, in a while.
the Mavericks kind of fell off too. I mean,
Yeah, Luka. I haven't heard about as much about Luka. Luka's still having great games, but he's not putting
Luka's
up.
hurt.
Well, and he's back now, but he hasn't been
he
playing
is.
outstanding since he's come back from injury. Giannis has been playing unearthly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Giannis is gonna win back-to-back
Yes.
MVPs.
Yes. He is
That makes
literally
me
he
sad
is
'cause I
literally
like Luka.
he is literally having better averages right now than he did last year. He was the MVP last year.
Yeah.
Giannis made like 50, 60 some threes total last year. He's already surpassed that.
Yeah, that's the scary thing. Giannis is actually getting a 3-point
Like if
shot.
you get that's like, you give Giannis a 3-point shot, it is game over, game set match.
Because he's like literally the only guy in the NBA that can guard the 1 through 5, score on the inside every time, and hit a 3-point
God,
shot.
when we're talking about shooting percentage, it just makes me think of my comparison to shooting your shot and Curry's shooting percentage.
Which is actually do you guys want to guess what Curry's career shooting percentage is?
38%.
72%.
38%.
It is 48%, somewhere around
That's
there.
insane.
Believe it.
What's Clay's?
Probably like 44.
But yeah, no.
Oh yeah, that's
Here, the SighSquadPod, we want to make sure to give you the life advice of shoot your shot. What's the worst that could happen? You might end up like me and have a shooting percentage like Curry. You might end up like with a shooting percentage of
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons.
Well, that's actually pretty good because you only shoot it like. Well, actually, then it'd be
Hey, for a
serious.
while, Ben Simmons had the highest 3-point percentage in the league because he was 1 for 1. So I mean, technically.
100%, never lost.
But anyways, we talked about this a little bit earlier. I think right before we started was the All-Star voting. Okay, the Caruso Taco Fall, I know you said you don't play, but the bullshit one is Steph Curry has over 1 million votes. He has not played.
Bro.
He hasn't played in almost 3 months. And Steph Curry has over 1 million votes.
What is his name value?
Flurry.
They see Curry the selected.
He's been hurt for 3 months.
This point, might as well vote Michael Jordan in.
You might as
That'd be a
well.
great
Oh
content.
my
Like I said,
God.
the Taco Falls and Alex Caruso, I get it, it's for the joke. You know, it's a joke. Oh, they're in the All-Star. Steph Curry couldn't even play in the All-Star game if he gets selected.
Hey,
I
I'm
feel
not
like-
voting as Alex Caruso and Taco
I feel like
Fall
how
as
it
a
works is
joke.
they're voting.
Yeah, that's not a joke. They're both the GOATs. What are you talking about?
Come on.
I feel like how it works is they're voting and they see Curry and they just select it and keep going. They don't even
Yeah,
like,
Right.
there's like Curry, LeBron. Okay, here we go.
Right.
Well, see, because a lot of people voting are probably like middle schoolers. They're like,
Yeah.
that
They
guy,
are.
that guy,
Like
that guy.
Curry.
Who do I know here?
Yeah, that's what I do.
I mean, it's just, I just think it's bullshit.
I agree,
Be
but not
making that
Taco and
money
Alex.
keep in my
Like I said, like,
water.
we talked, like, actually, literally right before we started
Shut
recording,
from
like,
girls gotta shoot
the
from
All-Star
like
game is
Curry.
shit anyways, in the sense, just let them have fun, you know?
What do you mean? Like,
Like-
dude, no one gives a fuck about the NBA All-Star game. Let us have fun.
They really don't. it's where zero defense is played. The scores are like
Well, it's just
188 to like
So it's like
Oh well, no,
100% like
that's
Pro Bowl.
not true. Early in the thing, you'll see certain players just try to get like the stupidest of like the most insane blocks, and then they give up later.
Well, no, here's no, that's literally the problem. There's no defense played anymore. The All-Star game used to be fun and be like back when like Jordan and Kobe played, like that shit was fun. But ever since like the 2010s, they just don't. The NBA doesn't want defense played. Like players will literally lay down on the floor to allow dunks to happen. It's ridiculous. It's stupid.
It's basically like watching the Harlem Globetrotters.
Imagine Taco Falls playing like 40 minutes in the All-Star game, just stands under the rim and cherry picks the whole game.
My God,
Scores like
please.
80 points.
God, okay, but seriously, if Alex Caruso and Taco Fall win, I would watch the All-Star game. I am telling you, David Stern, if you are listening to this show, I am telling you, I am. Oh, sorry.
Producer's dead.
Adam Silver.
He's listening to the
Adam
show.
Well, he probably is. Rest in peace, David Stern. But yeah, bless up. Adam
David
Silver.
Stern would let Alex Caruso in.
David Stern won. Adam Silver, if you are listening, I am telling you, I am not watching the All-Star game unless you put Taco and Alex in. So
there you go.
That is my stand.
Put Noah's cousin in the goddamn game.
Bless you.
You're allergic to the idea of that not happening.
Exactly, it's disgusting.
Alright, well, it's been an episode.
It has been a good episode.
Yeah.
By the way, you can buy my my Fire mixtape. If you caught that little snippet, you can buy that.
You can follow us on Twitter,
out of the
Instagram,
back of my
Facebook,
trunk.
and YouTube.
Gotta.
At SighSquadPod.
We're on Spotify. We're on all the stuff.
Yeah, we're on
I'm
everything.
not on Spotify yet for my Fire mixtape.
But it doesn't matter because SighSquadPod is on Spotify.
Yeah.
So you can hear the little snippet.
Make sure you share this with your friends, leave a review, do all the works.
Share it, subscribe,
It helps
do all
out.
the stuff.
Ethan's mom shares the podcast.
Yes. My mom shared the podcast.
My mom shared the podcast.
My mom shared it.
My family listened to the podcast.
One of my best friend's dad was making a 4-hour trip to Duluth. He listened to 2 episodes.
Ooh, I like him.
Yeah, because he was like, dang, 4-hour trip. These episodes are like 2 hours. Boom, listen to 2 episodes.
Wow.
Boom.
That's good. That's
And then
good.
he was like, damn, this is the best shit ever.
Yeah, actually, that was great. So we are great.
Wow. Amazing.
Oh, by the way, we gotta talk about the load management we've been doing with me. My family says they want to hear me more.
That's
You
your
choose
fault.
not to
Load management, brother, step up.
Anyway, like we in every Fire episode.
Bro, you just need to post up. Post up in the paint. We're not trying to pass you the ball because you're not trying to get open. Brother, help us help you.
Like we end every Fire episode with the crown jewel of our podcast, our Mount Rushmore, and this week we're doing biggest playoff disappointments of all time.
Yeah.
I would like to start if that's okay.
All right, go right ahead.
I want to end.
This isn't a personal for me, but I think is the biggest playoff disappointment of all times, and that is the Buffalo Bills. 91, 92, 93, 94. 4 Super Bowl appearances, back to back to back to back. They lost every single time. They were only favored to win one of them, and that was the only close game. Otherwise, they lost by 14 or more points every single time. They got their asses handed to them. One of the games was like 35-7. It was like, imagine being a Buffalo Bill fan in the 90s. All right, guys, this year for real. This year we got it.
Imagine just being a Buffalo Bill fan in general.
Yeah.
Oof.
God, your ass would hurt from going through so many tables.
The other one, my second one's also probably one of the statistical disappointments of all times, and that's the 07 Patriots. Their win all season, where they almost went. What would it be? 18-0.
Yeah.
So if they win the 3 games, or
Because they wouldn't have played wild card that year.
Yeah. So they almost went 18-0, but Eli Manning, thank God,
Plays wild card that year also.
But my
Do
other,
they? If they were under, I was gonna say they're.
No, I'm just saying if they would have.
Yeah, right.
And like 3 undefeated teams happened.
that was my second one. My last 2 are personal to me. One is the 2013 to 2016 Packers. You know the Packers are the only team to lose 4 playoffs in a row off the last play.
Really?
In 2013, 2014, 2015, and 2016, we lost in the playoffs off the last play of the game.
How many wins were the
So
Seahawks?
2013. How in 2013?
Seattle.
Was that 2014 or 13?
Yeah, I think it's been Seattle twice.
Wasn't that the Brandon Bostic onside kick?
That
Brandon Bostic had the ball and it popped up and Seattle recovered.
And then the 2014, I think also was the Seahawks. I'm pretty sure that was in overtime. 2015 is on my list as one of mine. Is in the championship game, we were down. Aaron Rodgers in the back of the end rolls out, throws a 50-yard pass to midfield, rolls out, throws a Hail Mary against Tony Jefferson and Patrick Peterson.
Trevor.
Aaron Rodgers threw 2 passes to get all the way down the field. And then he threw a Hail Mary to Jeff Janis over Pat Pete and Tony Jefferson. And then The first play overtime, Carson Palmer does this to Larry
Fitzgerald. He just runs all the way to the 10-yard line.
He runs down to like the 5, and then he does it again and just runs in. And that was the most heartbreaking loss I've ever seen.
But then again, it was also Larry Fitzgerald.
It was also Larry Fitzgerald, so I don't feel that bad.
I can go next.
Feels bad.
This one's probably another big disappointment in NFL history. This one's definitely a standout one. My first one is the Falcons blow the lead in the Super Bowl to the Patriots.
Yeah.
That was a big oof. All you literally had to do was run the ball down, chew the clock. That was it. Yeah, that one. I remember watching that Super Bowl. I left at halftime. I was like, fuck this. I don't want to see the Patriots win. Because that was when they surmounted the comeback, and I knew it was going to happen. Or no, it would have happened in the second half. Anyways, yeah, that one was a big oof. My next one is coincidentally the other way around when the Patriots couldn't beat the Philadelphia Eagles. That one,
I would count that as a disappointment.
I put it as it's a semi-personal disappointment, but then a league disappointment. Because realistically, the Patriots should have beat that team, that Eagles team. Really.
Tom Brady had probably one of the best Super Bowl performances ever, but no one talks about it because he lost.
Yeah, he threw for over 500 yards in that game. That was incredible, and they still just couldn't win.
He got Nick Foles.
But the reason why I put this one on here, like I said, is semi-personal because of my next one, when the Eagles stopped the Minnesota Vikings in the NFC Championship game that year to send the Vikings to the Super Bowl in Minneapolis. That one was a super big heartbreaker for me because I thought that was the year that they were going to do it. Adam Thielen, Stephon Diggs, and Kyle Rudolph were all playing really good that year. Obviously, that was probably the best defense from the last few years that we've had. We just got stopped by the Eagles.
Time out 1 second, Ethan.
Yeah.
I just thought of something. Tom Brady's going to go to Philadelphia as a backup because Philadelphia needs a backup that's going to be able to win them a Super Bowl.
Tom Brady can't win the Super Bowl. He choked in the wild card.
Yeah, that's why you have to have freaking Carson Wentz play the wild card. Then Tom Brady.
What's your other pick?
My final one. I'm glad you said pick because my last one is a 2009 NFC Championship game against the Saints and the Vikings when Brett Favre
dropping back to pass. Looked, fires over the middle, intercepted. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now.
It's like Paul Allen said, you have the best running back in the league, and you are 6 yards out of field goal range with 12 seconds left on the clock to go to the Super Bowl.
Why do you even ponder passing? You mean you could take a knee and try a 56-yard field goal? This is not Detroit, man. This is the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah, that...
Poor
PA.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
So, yeah, that one sucked because that team was also that was a really good football team. That year, the Vikings had a really good offense. So, yeah, that one was my final one, so...
Sad days.
Yes.
All right, I'll start with mine then. I had the Bills 4 times. Come on. Can't do it. That's sad. Then I got Blair Walsh.
See,
he was good. He was good until that time. That's the sad part.
It was. The only reason I didn't put that on mine because I was between that one and Favre.
Right.
The reason I said is the Vikings weren't going to win the Super Bowl that year. That team wasn't that great.
In 09?
No, the Blair Walsh kick.
Oh, no.
That team wasn't a Super Bowl team. It just wasn't.
They said 09. I'm like, they would have won the Super Bowl in 09.
No, yeah, 09. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But not that Teddy Bridgewater team. Our defense still wasn't quite as good then.
Then I got the Texans in 2019.
Yeah, they're already on the list.
Come on, guys. You really got to do that against the team that chokes so much in the playoffs. You're killing me. And then my last one is personal. It's when Joe Flacco beat the Broncos on a 70-yard pass to take it to overtime. And
was Tim Tebow's in the playoffs?
Yeah, he started Demaryius Thomas. Yeah, that was his first play in overtime.
That's probably...
That was in that's best moment.
Then the next week, including Matt Hasselbeck's against the Packers, we're going to go out and we're going to score on the first play, and he throws a pick six to the Packers to win it.
But yeah, those are mine.
All right. Well, I'm going to start. Ben, I'm surprised you didn't have this team on here.
I considered it, but the 2015 was really personal because I remember watching that game.
Right, but the 2011 Packers were 15-1 and lost to the Giants at home in the first game.
Yeah.
To me, anytime you finish that good, it's a disappointment.
That was
They did lose to the Super Bowl winning team.
I mean, yeah, but still, like, you're 15-1.
I mean, that was Aaron Rodgers, one of Aaron Rodgers' greatest seasons.
That was one of the best seasons the QB's ever had, period.
I think actually it is the highest quarterback rating ever of a QB.
I believe it, because at that point, there was no one that could stop Aaron Rodgers at that point.
I'm pretty sure his quarterback rating for the season was 122.5. Which is...
That's awesome. That's so good.
Yes.
That's disgusting. And then I just simply put 16 and... No, sorry, that'd be... Damn, I did my math wrong. 19-1.
17-1 for the Patriots season. Because they won.
No,
16.
the 18
It would be 18-1. Because if you play wild card and you make it to the Super Bowl, you have
that title was very less eventful.
Yeah.
18-1.
18-1.
18-1. Patriots losing the Super Bowl to the Giants. I don't have to go into that. I actually did have a pretty recent team here. I did the 2019 Ravens. You have the MVP of the league. You have one of the high-scoring offenses in NFL history, and you get bounced in the first round.
Last year? Or this year?
This year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then again, I had to kind of attack your team. I did the 2013 Denver Broncos when they lost to Joe Flacco and the Ravens.
Nice.
It all worked out. We got Joe Flacco in the end.
You did. Right. You ended up getting it came full circle. But again, that was Peyton Manning's first year. They were riding a lot of momentum. That offense was clicking. That defense was really good. It just seemed that there's no way they could lose, and lo and behold, they did.
That's the downfall of Peyton
Stomped
Manning.
their ass. Didn't Percy Harvin return the kickoff for a touchdown in that game?
No, I'm not talking about the Super Bowl. I'm just talking about when they
sorry.
lost to the Ravens. But yes, Percy Harvin did have a kick in that Super Bowl blowout, I should mention.
We're not talking about that.
It's all right. You can just...
That was a bad memory that I just put through.
I guess that would have been...
I forgot about that in my head.
Right, but then basically can we be like, Noah, weren't the Rams the best offense in the league and only scored 3 points?
That's true. I could have said that.
Could have.
But I don't like the Patriots, so...
No, it wasn't their only touchdown in the Super Bowl last year when they landed in Atlanta? Ha 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 ha.
That's amazing.
Heard that all freaking the rest of the week.
I've never heard that, I don't think.
I haven't
God.
either. That's great.
Good, because that's all I heard from my college friends all freaking week was, oh no, the only touchdowns when they land on the plane. I know, I freaking know.
Well, Brendon, it's your
Oh,
turn.
you said all of yours?
Yes, I did.
Real quick, Seth Rollins. Buddy Murphy just joined Seth Rollins.
Whoa!
In the AOP, guys.
Whoa!
Seth Rollins won the fist fight because Buddy Murphy came out and attacked the
Whoa!
Hmm.
What's their alliance called?
Just wait till
All
I
right.
jump in.
big show. There's not a real name.
So,
Oh.
wide left.
Buddy Murphy. Oh, that's so
Clear
good.
Walsh.
No good.
Damn,
Uh,
Buddy Murphy's finally gonna get something.
double doink. Double doink.
Double
It was like the
Amazing.
Bears' resurgence year. Like
He
there was,
needed
this
something
team
too.
could have caused problems in the playoffs. Double doink.
It's the Messiah.
Yes.
Big disappoint. I have the 18-1 Pats.
Yeah.
I also if I'm reading this right, it just says biggest playoff disappointments,
Yeah, I thought we were
right?
doing football.
I meant to do football, but you know what, Brendon? Let's throw some hockey in this hole.
I want to throw some hockey in
Is
because
the
I'm
Blackhawks?
still very sad. 2017 Blackhawks went into the playoffs as the 1 seed.
Who'd they lose to?
The Predators.
Nice.
Yeah, I remember that because
Predators
all
ended
the
up
top
making
teams
it
got
to-
eliminated.
That's Bobby
Last year's
Roode's
playoff.
favorite team.
That's
Gross.
the Predators did end up making it to the finals, but lost.
Absolutely.
You know the crazy
It's
thing
sad when
about
they done to
half of these disappointments on our list. On the flip side, about half of them created some of the best memories in sports.
Right.
Like the helmet catch.
I want
I
to put
did
that as
too,
my
definitely.
best play of the decade, but as in last decade.
Yeah. The Patriots coming back, being down. The Eagles winning the Super Bowl. You know, I mean, it's a few
The
of these.
Giants winning the 2011 Super Bowl, like we were talking about.
Yeah, I mean, about half of these have pretty big, good things for the other team on them.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good man.
But yeah,
Well,
that was the end of Mount Rushmore's.
That's the end of the podcast. My computer's at 3%, so we're gonna wrap it up
We'll
and
go
go
home,
home.
Spice Car.
Pat McAfee is calling the game, so you should have listened to it. Go back and listen to it. It's on ESPN
It's still
too.
on.
It's still on, but not when they're listening to it.
Oh.
Yeah. Make sure you follow us on
Yeah,
Instagram,
tell
Facebook,
us about
YouTube, and
how
Twitter.
the
Shut up,
future is.
Brendon. At SighSquadPod. Brendon would like to end the show, so we'll start with your name.
But that's not okay. Duncan, this is not okay. We don't start with me.
Okay, but you're complaining about, you gotta give me the rock. Pass me the ball.
You can't be Kobe Bryant if you're gonna shoot like Charles Barkley there, bud.
I'm Pippen. I just pass it.
You can't be Kobe and shoot like Ben.
Oh.
You can't do that. Oh no, I meant Ben Simmons. I'm sorry.
Well, I've seen Ben play basketball. It's also applicable.
Oh,
wow.
I meant Ben Simmons.
But Ben just makes up for it because he gets like 20 rebounds from his own ball.
There you go, double.
Oh, wait, okay
So
then.
we got Brendon about an extra 20 seconds of talking.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go.
That's your shining moment.
All right, I'm Ben.
I'm Ethan.
I'm Duncan.
I'm Noah.
And we'll see you next week on the Side Squad Podcast.